Welcome back to One Piece Anime Review. This is part 16, and I'm reviewing Season 17 of One Piece. The longest season of the whole entire series. It is 118 episodes. It took me almost 2 weeks to get through this whole entire season. Yeah, because I've had a bunch of delays, varying from dealing with the comic books, and of course, basically with Hurricane Irene, basically I've also been going out of town. Yeah, but I finally got it done. I got the last episode done this morning. And this by far was a really good arc. Now, even though, yes, it's 118 episodes, do you know how long was the manga? It's 102 chapters, and it takes up 11 books in the manga, and the chapters take up, basically the chapters are 700 to 801. That is the entirety of the Dressrosa arc, which basically, if you look at Dressrosa, it kind of looks like a combination of basically Spain, Cuba, and Mexico, because it seems like a very Spanish-based place, especially with the character of Viola, who looks like a salsa dancer in a way, where she does salsa dancing. And I kind of call the whole saga the Doflamingo saga, because he's the main villain of it. He's the main villain of the Dressrosa arc, but he's not the main villain of the Punk Hazard. That's Caesar Clown. Caesar Clown, of course, appears for a good quarter of the season, and then he leaves. Isn't seen again for a while until it shows up like for one episode toward the end. Him along with Brook, Chopper, Nami, and Sanji. Yep, basically almost half of the Straw Hats crew, along with the Thousand Sunny, disappear. Now, in the manga, these guys disappear for over 30 episodes. In the anime, they disappear for a lot longer. Now, basically, it's not the first time they've had it where they've had a saga where it's longer than the actual, in the anime, where it encompasses more episodes and more chapters. They did this also for Alabasta, where it was about 4 episodes longer. They did it for post Eros Lobby, Amazon Lily, and of course the same thing for this particular arc as well, where they basically gave it more episodes in order to not catch up with the manga too quickly. Yeah, and this is by far one of the most recent arcs, basically that they had. Now, like in the manga, this saga basically took 2 years to tell. Yeah, in the manga, it took from, I think it was like from 2013 to 2015, I believe it was, and in the anime it was from 2014 to 2016. Yeah, took 2 years to tell. Now, 110 episodes. Okay, that seems like an entire series right there. Especially since I think it was Yu Hakusho lasted about that long as well, though it's about 6 episodes longer. The only difference is they aired 112 episodes over the course of 4 years instead of 2 years. And of course, the series airs weekly. I think it may have like 1 or 2 episode a week breaks, but a couple breaks here and there, but not really very much. I forgot to mention this in the last one. Basically, with the last particular season, toward the end of Punk Hazard, we also get a chance to see for the first time in the series Robin going butt naked. Yep, we get a chance to see her in the bath with Momo, the little guy, the 8-year-old who's a pervert. Yep. Sorry about that. Yeah, he's a pervert, and he tends to do pervy things like bury himself in Nami's chest or basically sleeping on Nami's lap for no reason. Yeah, he does the same thing with Robin as well. But not even Sanji, who basically can be sort of a pervy guy, not even he does that. He does the whole eyes like hearts thing, but he doesn't like grope the girls. He doesn't do that at all. I know that Momo does. And he's 8 years old. And it's not the first time I've seen it where in a series where a little kid is a pervert. They did this also in Die Ranger, where the Kaba Ranger, which is aka the White Tiger Ranger suit, where in that particular thing, the Kaba Ranger was also pervert, and he was 10 years old, not 8. Yeah, he's the only way he was hurt because he basically was constantly groping the Pink Ranger. Yeah. But it's kind of the same thing here, but not like over the top like it was in Die Ranger. But Yeah. Oh yeah, Momo's on the ship as well. Yeah. Also, you also get a chance to see the Big Mom's ship, her flagship. She's not on it at all. She doesn't return again to like a couple arcs after this one. Pretty much, they have where the half of the Straw Hats go to Toro Island, which is simply where the next saga takes place. Well, in the manga. In the anime, there's actually a filler saga, then it's Toro Saga. There's actually two sagas after this one. Um, this was by far a really good saga, a long saga, mind you, and it pretty much helps about future stuff. Like, it pretty much was the first ever appearance of a couple of things in the anime, especially in the manga. First, it's the fourth gear thing, which is simply put, before I looked it up, it's based upon Super Saiyan 4. The Saiyan form that is now considered not canon due to the fact GT is rendered non-canon due to Dragon Ball Super. And of course, it's the first anime appearance of the Straw Hat Fleet. Yep, the Straw Hat Fleet makes their first ever appearance, which is comprised of the Viva Pirates, the Borrow Club, the Giant Pirates, the Gem Alliance. I think it's like the Triple X Gem Alliance. There's actually about 7 division commanders, and it's a similar scene that is in the manga. Also, they do change one form of dialogue here. In the anime, where when Doflamingo was seen in a jail cell, he asked for a newspaper every day so he wouldn't get bored. In the manga, he basically asked for a subscription to a newspaper so he won't get bored. I don't know why they changed that little bit of dialogue. It just makes more. I don't know why. I mean, buying a newspaper every day makes no sense. It makes more sense to have a subscription than basically wasting money just buy a newspaper every day. It's better to have a subscription. I get the reason why, because, well, he wants to keep up with stuff in the world, which is fine. Plus, this arc introduced a new admiral. An admiral who was actually based upon, from what I read, a legendary Japanese actor, and he's modeled after a character he played, basically a blind swordsman. He's Admiral Faruja, basically people call him Ison. I think that's his family. I think that's his personal family name. And also, this arc was noteworthy for the return of Sabo. And there's this girl in the Revolutionary Army with him. Basically, it's kind of implied that she has a thing for Sabo. I don't remember her name. Apparently, Sabo is apparently rude, where he apparently has a tendency to not answer his transponder snail, and he also tends to hang up on people in the middle of a conversation. I don't get why. Not even Luffy does that. At least he bothers to actually be able to finish the conversation before he hangs up. Sabo just doesn't want to use it at all. It's like he doesn't like it at all. Also, he apparently has stopped wearing. He has not stopped wearing. He's pretty much wearing the same outfit as he wore when he was a kid. The top hat, the goggles, pretty much the fancy suit attire that he wore when he was a kid. And he's part of the Revolutionary at this point for 12 years. And he also met Nico Robin during a 2-year time jump. And also, yeah. Also, toward the end of it, they also set up something later where that they call it Revere, which simply put, it's a gathering of all the royal families for a particular like royal council meeting, and they're asked to be part of it. I kind of thinking though, why not ask? I've heard that also they also ask Vivi. They asked basically the Nefertiti family, and of course the people from Fisherman Island. They asked them to come. There's a couple others, but I keep thinking though. Well, Hancock is royalty. She basically is a ruler of a country. Heck, I question why in the world they want to invite her, but who knows. Also, for the manga, I pretty much have gotten the manga pretty much up to, except I haven't got the most recent chapter, but I've gotten pretty much up to the most recent chapter that's come out done for the manga. So I'm not really worried about basically catching up with Harley anymore. Just not like a big number of chapters, but right now it's just one chapter, and that's really it. Okay. Let's see, what else? This is one fun arc. Also, I gotta note something about Rebecca's gladiator attire. Looking at it, it looks like the outfit Red Sonja is now wearing, the bikini armor. Yeah, I have no idea why they decided to have her wear bikini armor, but she just wears one. Yeah. except it's gold, and Red Sonja's bikini armor is silver. And her gladiator attire is basically long armored legs, the bikini armor, and a green cape and a golden helmet. Luffy's gladiator attire is simply put his normal clothes plus his fake beard, his helmet, and his cape. He originally had a bunch more armor, but he had to lose it because he was put on too much weight. But apparently he was allowed to keep the helmet and the red cape. Yeah. And plus, also, it was nice they basically referenced the two giants that they met during the Low Garden arc. It's nice the fact they referenced them again, even though they didn't show them. But it's nice they referenced them. And I like the fact that giant pirates are part of the Straw Hat fleet. It's great, and the Straw Hat fleet. I think aside from the giant, I would say the tallest person who's part of this alliance is probably Umbus. He looks like he's about 10 feet tall. Seriously, that's how tall he is. Also, the former fleet admiral is now... They don't mention the anime, but in the manga, he said he's the inspector general. Oh, his attire is that he wears his admiral coat, looks like a Hawaiian shirt with a tie, and he wears shorts. And his shoes that he wore when he was admiral. Oh, and his hair is all white now. No idea why. And also, he apparently, from what I read, is 79 right now. And he has a past with Trafalgar Law, which is interesting. This also, the arc was noteworthy for mentioning the fact that he does have a D in his name. Yeah. Otherwise, though, fun, interesting arc. Way too long. And this seems to be longer than most long-running. One particular season is really long. Heck, not even Naruto Shippuden season 20 took me this long. That took me 4 days. This took me almost 2 weeks to get through. Yeah, I don't think that the next couple seasons take me too long. I mean, 18 might take me like a couple days, but season 19 might take me like barely a day at most because there's only like 22 episodes right now currently. But I know the 23rd episode is airing tomorrow. But yeah. That's it for this episode. Stay tuned for part 17, where he'll talk about season 18. You might see in a couple of days, probably Saturday at most. Okay, so probably Saturday or Sunday. Depends when I finish the season up. Okay, but until then, I will see you there. Bye.